How you doing? I'm Trenius, and you're on the infamous Living Realm Network. Thank you so much for being with me right now. I'm feeling so good. I've had a great day thus far. I hope you've had a great day as well. I'm positive, I'm motivated, I'm charged up, and I'm ready to go. Anyway, let's get right down into it. How to make yourself more valuable. How to make yourself more valuable. One thing I've noticed in observing people, on my life's journey, that's what I do. I observe people, analyze this, and come up with a solution, and then come back and give you the solution. One thing that I observed in people is that most people want to be valued. They want to be a person of value. They want people to value them, to treat them like they see themselves in their mind's eye, but they don't have any value. They don't have any value to offer. You understand what I'm saying? They don't have anything around them that shows the value that they seek. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like what I talked about yesterday. What this comes down to you is a matter of creating results for yourself. You got to create results because people only go by what they see. You understand what I'm saying? We live in a society where you have to see in order to believe. It ain't like you should be, which is believe and then you will see. But when you believe in something first, that's how you get the result. That's how you see the results. You understand what I'm saying? Because you gotta exercise your belief. You gotta exercise your faith. So if you're a person who wants to add value to yourself, yes, you have to follow what it is that you see in your mind's eye about yourself. You have to embark on the certain things that you need to do in order to have value for yourself. Like if you're a person who wants to be health conscious and you see that will add value to yourself, then be health conscious by any means necessary. Anytime you get a chance to be health conscious, be health conscious. Anytime you get a chance to go work out at the gym, go work out at the gym. It adds value to you. See, I like to look at it like this. There's a flower on the top of our heads, or there's an invisible dollar sign on the top of our heads, right? Okay, this flower for some people is withered. It's an invisible flower on your top of your head, but some people it's withered because they don't, produce enough to add value to the flower that's on the top of their head that's withered. Same thing with a dollar sign. There's an invisible dollar sign on the top of our heads, but most of the time when we walk around, it's not saying cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. But when you add value to yourself and you go after the things that you know you should be doing, that you know will make you a better person, that dollar sign on top of your head will start going cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. That's money into your bank account. That's money into your bank account. That's money into your spiritual, personal, inner bank account. And the inner makes up the outer. You understand what I'm saying? Once you can give the inner self what it wants the most, then the outer shell will begin to look beautiful. You understand? You got to start doing the things that you don't want to do because you have to know that it will add value to you. You have to know that when you don't feel like doing something that you know will add value to you, you have to always remember that it will add value to you in ways that you don't understand. It's all about staying consistent. It's all about doing things over a period of time and then seeing the results later. Like I say, so many people we think that things can come like a dish in a microwave, like microwave dinners, like, oh, I get it right now, it's gonna be best. But you know what happens when you try to go to a restaurant and you want the food done right away? You understand what happens is you go to McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? You get processed foods, you get processed nourishment for yourself, you get processed learning, you get processed value, imitation stuff that's not really real, but it appears as it's real. You know what I'm saying? You acting as though you got it together, but you don't really got it together. You win stuff that you want people to think is top-notch name brand stuff, but it's not top-notch name brand stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't want to be like that. What you want to do is you want to be a person of patience. You want to be a person of consistency. You want to be a person who completes all the stuff that they needs to complete on the inside of them. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, for instance, my thing is teaching. Teaching is one of my things. So every day, a new concept for you all is on my mind. Not because I feel like it, because I could be doing a million different things You know, in this moment right now, I could be doing a million different things that will satisfy my flesh, that will satisfy my outer self. You know, it will satisfy my appearance. It will satisfy my ego. But I do what the inner self loves, what my heart loves. You know, I always go where your heart is telling you to go. You know, that's the best thing you can do for your life. Go where your heart's telling you to go, because if you don't go where your heart's telling you to go, you're going to end up doing stuff you don't love to do. And we got so many people in society who are doing stuff that they don't love to do, man. It's ridiculous. And I think that has a lot to do, I'm not going to get into it, but I think that has a lot to do with our economy here in the United States of America is not so great. Because you have a whole mass of people who are doing stuff that somebody told them to do, that the TV told them to do, that they saw somebody else do. Hardly ever anybody's doing things that they love. You understand what I'm saying? And so people get into these jobs and they don't do it like they love it. And so half work gets done, you know, the next person has to come and pick it up. They mad because this person didn't get it done because they don't love their job. This person definitely don't love their job and definitely don't like cleaning up after somebody else. So it's a perpetual cycle of that, on and on and on. Things begin to plummet. Things begin to go downhill. You know, and the same applies to your kids and people in your life that mean the most to you. You always teach them to follow their heart. Add more value. You understand? You got to add more value to yourself. You can't want to be respected, but don't give respect. You understand? You can't want to be a great businessman, but never go seek business knowledge. You can't expect to be a great spiritual person, but don't never read spiritual stuff. You can't expect to be a rich, successful person, but every time we turn around, you watching TV. You watching the latest show that came out on TV, sitting on the couch eating. You can't want stuff for yourself, but then half of the time when you got the time to do it in your free time, you tired. Yeah, you ain't got nothing in you. You can't do it. Yeah, my bad. I do it tomorrow. You don't really want it. You don't really want it. You don't want to add value to yourself. So you know what happens on top of your head? Your dollar sign is dim. The lights are dim on the invisible dollar sign on top of your head, and your flower is withered. You understand? So always remember this, guys. Like, always remember, you must add value to yourself by any means necessary. Add value. The more you add to your inner self, the things that you want to have complete on the inside, it will show on the outside appearance. Everything on the outside will begin to change once you can get the things that you need to get done for your inner self, for your soul, for your spirit, for your heart. You know, your mind's eye. You know, you got to go after it with your mind's eye. Like, this is what I want to do. I'm going to go attack it. I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it consistently because it's going to add value to me for the future. So I hope that resonated with you. I'm Trenius and you're on the infamous Living Realm Network. I'm doing so wonderfully well right now. Cool, calm, and collective in the moment of life right now. I'm in the divine. I'm hand in hand. I'm one with you. I'm cultivating. You know what I like to say. We rolling.